Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of CMB's New News. It's been a while since I did my first one of this, and we're going to be making another one because I feel like it needs to be done, especially for what's going on right now. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about something going on with CallMeCarson, Fitz, Katerino, and I'm pretty sure 2 other guys, but we'll get to that in a bit. So this isn't like a news source like what you think. I'm gonna be telling you the thing, and then I'm gonna be giving you my opinion on it. It's not gonna just be no opinion. I'm going to give my opinion, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. Sorry for the camera shaking, but yeah, I might not get the dates right. I might just leave them out anyways, but yeah, let's start off. Okay, so if you don't know these people, these are pretty big, except Katerino. CallMeCarson and Fitz are pretty well-known streamers and YouTubers, each with more than 1 million subscribers. And Katerino is a new streamer. Well, I don't know if she's new, but she's like only recently has she gone big. Like, I think her YouTube channel has like I think it only has like 100,000 subscribers now, but I think it might have had a couple 100,000. But anyways, a while ago, let me check, in November 19th, 2019, this is when the video was posted. I don't know when the stream went up. There was an episode of the Rajjchelor. I'm terrible at reading the name. It's like The Bachelor, but this guy named Rajjchelor. It's where he has someone go into a show, and there's a bunch of girls, and it's like a dating show. A guy comes on, and then there's a bunch of girls, and the dude asks questions to the girls, and he eliminates them one by one. But before the thing starts, each girl has to choose love or host. If you choose love, that means you want to be with this person. If you choose host, you don't want to. And when it's one girl left, it depends on what her answer was. If she chose love, the guy gets to walk away happy. They get to have like a date and stuff. If they chose host, he walks out empty-handed, which kind of sucks if you get host. But thing is, for Carson, he didn't. He got this girl named Katerino, and she chose love, and that's how all of this started. Anyway, from this, they started doing streams together. Katerino was starting to get a name for himself from Carson's fan base. They were coming together, streaming, making videos. Katerino was getting a lot of popularity. And, yeah, that's pretty much what started everything. Like, they started, doing stuff. But then, Carson, announced he would be taking a break. So, all of a sudden, CallMeCarson announced he would be taking a break. No one really knew why. He just said, "I'm taking a break indefinitely. This has been a difficult decision, but after some recent personal events in my own mental health, I've decided I need to take a moment to step away. Going to focus on making myself a better person. Thank you for the support." And everybody supported him, but they had no idea why he decided to leave. Everybody was coming up with conspiracies. And yeah, so there was another tweet. I couldn't find it. I'm not sure when this took place. I'm pretty sure it was right next to this one. But he was saying he was seeing a therapist and was on antidepressants. And as soon as we heard that, we knew this was serious. And no one knew. Like, no one told anything. There was no details shared. Everything was just Carson needs a break, and there was no reason why. Until someone on Reddit made a theory. I think they are saying Kate may have cheated on Carson with Fitz, which I'm hoping did not happen. Carson can't take that kind of stress right now since he has been battling with his depression. So that was what I was talking about. And then Carson replied, "Ding ding ding, we have a winner," confirming that Katerino cheated on Carson with Fitz. And that's just a double like whammy. First of all, he was dating this girl, and he finds out she was dating someone else. We're gonna elaborate on that later. But not only that, it was one of his friends. One of his friends did it. which is like a bigger punch in the gut. And I really felt bad for Carson. I was wondering, and all of his fan base was wondering, how could someone do that to such a nice guy like Carson? There was no reason why he deserved this, and I still have no idea why Fitz did it. I know why Katerino did it. It's because she was looking for clout. She wanted fans. That's I believe the only reason why she did this, so she could get a name for herself, and she did. But I don't think it was the one she wanted. It was pretty bad. Like, I think that's the reason she went with Fitz too, just so she could get even more people to come in and to view her channel, no matter if it made her look bad or not, just so she could get views and stuff, which is absolutely disgusting of what she did. It really it's a terrible thing. But not only did that happen, we learned okay, first off, they didn't talk about this for a long time. Katerino or Fitz didn't release an apology, didn't say anything on Twitter, didn't say anything on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. They just kept quiet, which was a really weird thing, since all this happened and they're not even gonna offer an apology. Probably did it like privately, but I still think they should have done it sooner. But Katerino comes up with this video, and it's an update video, and it is sitting at a nice 12k likes and 348,000 dislikes, and I am one of those dislikes because it was horrible. It was a horrible apology. She was saying, this is what she basically said. It's 3 minutes. You guys can go watch it. Well, I wouldn't recommend you to. That's just what she wants you to do. I'll try to sum it up. She was basically saying she was dating someone else. That's right, people. She had a boyfriend at the time she met Carson. No, it was not Fitz. She went on the show while she was dating, and she chose love. By the way, she chose love. If you were on the show and you were dating, first of all, you shouldn't have been on that show. Second of all, you should have chose host, not love. But she gets love and everything. They get together, and she says basically they were trying to not say they were a couple, and that's the biggest lie. Like, she even says later that they were a couple, like Carson and her, but in the beginning she said they weren't, they were just doing it. And that's the biggest lie I've ever heard. CallMeCarson obviously thought this was a relationship. She even said she led Carson on, and that's just disgusting. I don't understand how someone can stoop that low. But it makes sense because she just wants views for her channel. She doesn't care about any one of these people. Yeah, there's more. But yeah, that's the first part. But anyways, so in this video, she says while all this is happening, she falls in love with Fitz and just goes with him, just couples up with Fitz, and I don't understand the mindset you have to have a boyfriend, date a streamer, and then date another content creator. It's just so weird. And I guess Carson didn't find out for a while, and they found out, and then that whole Reddit thing happened. But he didn't know about the other guy. He only knew about Fitz. That just leads the question, could there be more? And yes, there were more, which is horrible. But before we go into that, I did mention Katerino had a terrible apology video. She's in it again. She apologizes to everyone, the community, her fans, Fitz's fans. But when it comes to Carson's turn, she's just oh, and yeah, I'm sorry if I hurt Carson. It's just a breeze past Carson, which is I feel like he's the one who got hurt the most, but she's just a horrible person. I'm not afraid to say it. She's a horrible person. Fitz, I really like Fitz. This made me think he did do a bad thing. He is a bad person, but I do respect him a little bit. Like, he got some of my respect back with his apology. His apology was, "Hey guys, as many of you will have heard, I've been involved in some personal drama recently, and although the situation is a lot more complicated than everyone expected, I want to apologize publicly, not just in private. I'm sorry, Carson, I hurt you, and I wasn't a good friend. I can only hope that someday you'll forgive me. I regret what I did, and I regret where we are. If you ever decide that I'm worthy of versing you in 8-ball, I'll be here. Until then, I'm sure the wonderful friends you have around you will have your back. Cam." Cam's Fitz. But yeah, that was a way better apology than Katerino. I feel like if Katerino didn't have, like, her apology wasn't so bad, both of them would be hated. But even though it was a good apology, but just because Katerino's was so bad, it just made Fitz look like way better. But yeah, that was that. And then CallMeCarson comes out with an apology. Okay, this one's a long tweet, but he did apologize to them and everybody. Let me read it. "First of all, before I start off, I hope you all are doing well. You probably weren't expecting any of this stuff, and neither was I. But here we are. This is all a real mess, huh? I want to admit my own faults in this situation, as I am guilty of things here as well. It's been very difficult for me to watch everything unfold after I came out with the information I did on Reddit. It's my personal belief that I should have never made any of the information that's out now public. It was a private matter that should have stayed private, and I want to admit I am at complete fault for it being in the public eye. I put it out there in hopes that I could finally move past it, and every day I woke up feeling resentful, immature, and petty. It hurt me to think that two people could do something like this to me and get away with it. So in an emotionally impulsive response, I put it in front of the world. This was the wrong decision because at the end of the day, no one is entitled to this information besides the parties involved. Just like Kane Fitz, I'm an entertainer that creates content for people, and what I do in my personal life, even if it's wrong, isn't information that I think should be shared. As someone who has been dealing with imposter syndrome and the inability to go out in public without being recognized, even to my hometown grocery store, I should have realized the hypocritical nature of putting this entire situation on display for all of you. You all have no idea how much I appreciate the support you've given me recently, and it's helped me immensely to know that I have all of you to fall back on. That being said, I think it's important to say this. I'm just as flawed as a human as Kate. No. I am just as flawed as a human as Fitz. I am just as flawed of a human as Keemstar. I am flawed. Seeing everyone's support is awesome, but knowing the next week it could be all flipped on me is terrifying. I'm not perfect, and I make mistakes. What Kate and Fitz did was wrong, and I think we can all acknowledge that. But seeing myself paraded around in such a manner feels misplaced. Next week, it could hypothetically be me in front of the public eye having done something wrong in my private life, because I am just as susceptible to making poor decisions as anyone. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life that I'm not proud of, and to think of myself in Kate and Fitz's shoes makes me feel sorry for them. Moving forward, please respect Kate and Fitz's time to process this, as well as respect their break or whatever they choose to do. To Kate and Fitz, I'm sorry for all the pain I've caused you, and I'm sorry for putting your private lives on display for the world. It was the wrong decision, and I apologize. You did wrong, but you didn't deserve your careers jeopardized. I hope you both become the people I want to see you as. Anyway, that's about it, and I'm going to go back to playing 8-ball pool. Sorry for my terrible reading. I stutter. Sorry. Get over it. But this just shows you how such an amazing guy Carson is, and I don't understand how Katerino and Fitz could do what they did to him. He's just such a wholesome guy. he made an apology that he did not need to make at all. I don't think anybody wanted him to release, I don't think anybody wanted him to make an apology. I don't think anybody was like, yes, you need to do that. Because what they did to him was terrible, and I feel like if something that bad happens to you, you're allowed to say what they did. I just feel like you can. But it just, like, I don't understand how they did this. I know I'm just saying the same thing over, but it's just stuck in my mind. How could they do this to Carson? But then I realized it's not really just Fitz's, I don't think it's just Carson getting affected here and Katerino's boyfriend. I think Fitz might be getting affected too. Because I don't know if he knew about Carson, but I don't think he knew about the boyfriend. And I don't think he knew about the fourth or fifth one. That's right, there is definitely a fourth one, maybe a rumored fifth one, Katerino's boyfriend. So let's go to the fourth one. It's about this streamer who was just talking in a stream, and he was confirming that he was having a relationship with Katerino. They were talking and stuff, and having a relationship, which four at a time. There's gotta be like a record or something here. 4 different people: Fitz, boyfriend, Carson, and then streamer dude. I'll show a clip of him talking about it, but it just shows you how bad of a person she is and why she deserves all the hate she's getting. Like, you never should wish hate on someone, but she genuinely deserves it. Now I think it's time to talk about the maybe fifth one. There is this esports team, I think they are, and it's called Tempo Storm Gaming, I'm pretty sure. And she's part of it, and I'm pretty sure the rumor is that she was dating the CEO. And the reason people say that, because people think she was just randomly put into the team. And also, during a stream she was in, you can see in the background of her stream that she was in the exact same Tempo Storm Gaming house, which could mean they just all lived there. But that's pretty strange. She's just randomly put in, and then she's automatically streaming at their house. But yeah, I feel bad for everyone in this situation a little bit, except Katerino. Like, everybody, I feel bad for Fitz a little bit, not that much, but a little bit. Katerino, I don't feel bad for in the slightest. I hope she does not grow from this. I hope her subscribers keeps on going down. I hope Fitz doesn't lose his channel and stuff like Carson was talking about. I am wondering, a question I have is, he said hypothetically this whole situation could be flipped on him. Maybe it's not hypothetically. Maybe something could happen. Maybe CallMeCarson did something that he shouldn't have. I don't want that to be the outcome, but there's a chance that could be the outcome. I hope it's not. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole story, I think. I did leave some parts out. I know this wasn't the most organized, but I kind of just want to get it through. Anybody who wants a brief understanding of what's going on, this is the video for them. And this is just so far as of April 18th, Saturday, 2:32 p.m. Of me recording this. I don't know about editing this. I'm probably not gonna look. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe. We're almost to 200 subscribers, 149. It would really help if you hit the subscribe button. It would really support the channel. Anyways, guys, I'm CMB, and I'm out. Peace. Yeah,